It's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Call halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kodash.
That's who this world ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. Double honors to all the elders and apostles across the four corners of the earth, and the brothers that's pushing this truth and sincerity, and the very few Akwaps that believe. Shout out to the Israelites that's like a speckled bird, causing confusion, looking like the heathens. To y'all, we like to say Shalom. We're gonna give a little lesson on reincarnation, man. Because a lot of people don't believe in reincarnation, man. A lot of Christians too as well, man. And a lot of Jakes in this truth. A lot of Jakes in this truth think reincarnation is madness, man. But we're going to break it down right, man. And Lord willing, we can shorten it. If not, oh well, the Spirit, we're going to let the Spirit go. Hebrews 9:27.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 9 and verse 27. And it reads, And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment.
It is appointed that man must die and then judgment. Okay, after you die, man, you're going to get judged, man. And when after you get judged, what happens? Let's go to second Esdras. Earth is a place of judgment, man. So after you die, the Lord's going to keep you, you know, and according to how you did your works on before you die, let's see what happened.
Second Esdras.
1435.
It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 14 and verse 35, and it reads, For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
What?
When we shall live again.
When we shall live again. So after judgment, you're going to live again, man. Well, where's hell at? We still ain't seen hell yet. He still ain't said you go to heaven or hell. He said after judgment, you shall live again. So what? You're going to be judged upon earth, man.
Sure.
You're going to be judged on earth. Earth is a place of judgment, man. That's why anything can happen to you here, man. You can lose your life in the blink of an eye here. That's being judged, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
The works of the works of the righteous shall be manifest, man. Meaning revealed, man. Going to be revealed where? Not in hell or heaven. It's going to be revealed on earth, man.
That's right.
How? Through how it works, man. Watching over the man. Watching over that man. Okay? Salaki. Through this nuclear fire, whatever. He's going to be washed over, man. That's how you know he was a man of the Lord. Things will not happen to him, man. And the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So if you was a wicked man in your past life, hey, some fucked up shit can happen to you in this life, man.
That's right.
You know? Because people dying in some horrible ways, man. For real, man.
I done seen, just to add that, people dying in horrible ways. A few months back when I was still on Instagram, on social media, I seen a Jake jump from a 60-story building and smack and hit the concrete and bounce, and his bones shattered, but he was still screaming on the ground, alive. Alive.
You can't escape death, man.
That's right.
Like you said in Revelations, man, there was those who seek roughly paraphrasing, some of them wanted to seek death, man. They wanted to die, but the Lord made them live, man, so they could suffer.
That's right.
And that was in the World War I, man. You know, that's why you see most of them Edomites in them hospital beds with eyes shot out, leg hang off, arm off. The Lord had them still living, man.
That's right.
When they wanted to die, man. You know? So it's not your destiny, man. You can go out here and commit suicide all you want to. The Lord wants you to live, you're going to live.
That's right.
That's a lot.
Alright. We're going to go ahead to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 14 and verse 35. So, chapter 1 and verse 9. It reads, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
You can break that down, bro.
So, as it says, that thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. Man, that thing is your spirit, right? And when it says, and that which is done is that which shall be done, the same things that your spirit was made to do in the past world, in your past lives, is the same thing that you're going to do in your current life, man, in these current times, right?
That's right.
That's why people in the world, they have a saying, why does history repeat itself, man? Why do we keep making the same mistakes? It's because you're your same you. You're gonna do exactly what you believe is right for you.
Whether you bring those same spirits back.
Exactly. No, that's the point. That's the whole point, man. It's your spirit, so you're gonna fulfill your lot, man. Whatever the Lord set you up to do. Just like Satan, the devil, according to the Bible, he can't not be the devil. Just like the righteous Israel, the chosen, they can't not be the chosen. That's who they were made to be. That's their lot.
No matter how wicked they are, they're still gonna be saved.
Exactly.
That's ultimate, man. So like the brother said, man, that which is then, that was back then. What did he say?
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
So that which was done back then, man, y'all was worshiping pagan gods back then. Y'all doing it today. This Esau got y'all confused about it, man.
That's right.
Back then they were blatantly doing it. Man, Israel built a statue of Moses out of gold, man. So, to like today, they're just doing it, and Esau got it in a way to where he's disguising it, man, with this Christmas, all these pagan holidays,
Right.
So he's just disguising it, man. So you can't really. A lot of you people think that y'all doing something right by celebrating these holidays, but you're worshiping a different God, man.
That's right.
You're worshiping a different God.
The same gods of old.
Exactly.
And that's why it says, and there's no new thing under the sun.
Beautiful.
So, man, that's the point, man. The same, although you try to make an excuse and say you're doing it for your kids today, man, it doesn't change what you're actually doing, man. You're worshiping those pagan gods still.
Beautiful. Go ahead, brother.
So next
1 through 9. What is it? 9 through 12. 1. Right there, 9 through 11.
So verse 10, Salaki. It reads, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. Right? So your same spirit, when you're born as a newborn baby, you have to be relearned everything. You don't remember exactly, all the wisdom that you had in your past life. Although you're still, once you come into this so-called wisdom that you have, you're still going to be you. You're still going to do the exact same things. Although there is no remembrance of what you used to do, And that's why the concept of deja vu exists in the world. That word deja vu in French, it goes back to already seen, right? That's literally what it means. So how if this is your first time being on the earth, how have you already seen this? It doesn't make sense. It's because you literally have already seen it, man.
Exactly.
Your spirit is used to the earth, man, because it's been here before.
Yep. And like the brother said, man, there's you won't remember the former things, man. You're not gonna remember you being here before, man. The Lord takes that away from you, man. Takes that away from you. So what do? He brings you back as what? A baby in a womb, man.
That's right.
You that baby in that womb, man, you're not gonna have no remembrance of your former life, man.
That's right.
You're gonna have to learn to walk, talk, and bathe and clothe again, man. And until he brings you into that spirit of wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the true Holy Spirit.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Alright, so now I'm going to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And I'm going to read verse 20 through 21. It reads, "And all go unto one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth?" Right? So what that verse 20 is going into is the natural stance of life that we see throughout all creation, man. Every creature, everything that is born into the earth, when it dies, its body decomposes back down into the dust, into the earth, man. That's the natural circle of life. Unless it's eaten, and whatever's eating it has to go through that process of being broken down and dying, right?
That's right.
But as it says in verse 21, who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, right? If you're a man, your spirit goes back up to the Most High, man.
And that's a cut to you going underground in the hell when you die.
Exactly.
Only animal spirits go down, man.
That's right.
Our spirit go back to who gave it, man.
That's right.
And get that precept, Ecclesiastes 12 and 7.
Kind. It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it." So clearly, man, that's a cut. If your spirit is going back to the Yahweh, the Most High, the creator of the heavens and the earth, I know he's not in hell burning for eternity. So that's a cut to that hell doctrine, man. If you're a man, your spirit goes back up to the Lord. And if you're a beast, if you're an animal, you're going back down towards the earth, man.
Right.
That's it. It's nothing too deep about that, man.
Right, man. So we still ain't seen hell, the concept of hell, man. And we're gonna do a lesson on that, Lord willing, man. You know, break that down entirely, man. So you Jakes are gone. Talking about they talking about Hades. Man, Hades is a Greek theology, man.
That's right.
It's a Greek god, man. A god that can't see, hear, or smell.
That's right.
Shit.
God.
Go ahead, brother.
No, that's it. That's it on there.
Okay, we're gonna get into how Yahweh Shah, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, was reincarnated. Let's go to Matthew 1 and 1.
Con. This is the book of Matthew chapter 1, starting at verse 1. It reads, "The book of the generation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham."
Can we read that one more time, brother?
Con. This is the book of Matthew chapter 1 and verse 1. "The book of the generation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham."
Now, he was the son of David and the son of Abraham, man. That's literal right there, man.
That's right.
That's literal. No, I don't know how y'all missed that. But we're going to show you how he was Isaac. Let's go on to Genesis 22, 1 through 13.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 22, verse 1. And it reads, "And it came to pass after these things that Yahweh did tempt Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am."
Yahweh tempt Abraham. The Lord do whatever he want, man.
That's right.
See how he tempt Abraham, man? The Lord ain't all just love, man.
That's right.
He tempted the man with what? His own son, man. That's insane, man. That's really testing somebody, man. You know? The Lord ain't all cool and holding hands and loving, man. The Lord ain't no joke, man. Yahweh ain't no joke, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 2. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
Go ahead.
And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which Yahweh had told him. Verse 4.
Now Isaac went to go do it, man. No matter what the Lord told him, he didn't rebuttal or anything. He just went and did it, man.
Abraham.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot. Abraham went and did it, man. You know, he didn't rebuttal with the Lord, man. He didn't give the Lord no feed, no talk back, man.
That's right.
He just went up and did it, man. And that was the son that he loved, man. That the Lord had chose.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. Then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, Yahweh will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which Yahweh had told him of, and Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of Yahweh called unto him out of heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest Yahweh, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
See that? So, Yahweh was going to make Isaac the sacrifice, man. It's a lot. Yahweh was going to make Isaac the sacrifice, man.
That's right.
And that's what when Isaac asked his dad, where's the lamb, man? He didn't know he was going to be the lamb, man. He was going to be the lamb.
That's right.
So that. Go ahead, brother.
So that's proof. You can go into the next piece, we'll go more into that. Because that's proof, man, that not only was Abraham obedient, but Abraham, not only when the Lord said, you're going to sacrifice your son for me, Abraham took him up to the mountain, and he had everything prepared. He was like, okay, I'm about to do it. And it came time for when, literally in the moment where he's about to slay his son, the angel of the Lord stopped him. Not Abraham finally thinking like, oh, wait, hold on, should I do this for real? No, man, the angel stopped him and said, don't slay your son, thine only son. The Lord said himself, I'm going to sacrifice my own son instead of him. But right now, Abraham, you take this ram and you sacrifice that in the meantime.
And what niggas don't realize is, what Jakes don't realize is, that sacrifice didn't come until the lamb came on earth, man.
That's right. That's right.
Let's go to Hebrews 11, 17 through 19.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 17 through 19. And it reads, By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac. And he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said, that in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Now, Abraham had many sons. Why is the Lord calling Isaac the only begotten son? That's what y'all totally miss. Abraham had different sons, man.
That's right.
But the Lord is calling Isaac the only begotten son, man. The only one, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, accounting that Yahweh was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure.
Now, Isaac wasn't raised from the dead. Who is he talking? Who is he talking about, man? Who the Lord talking about, man? Who's Paul talking about, man? talking about Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
Yahweh Shah was there as Isaac, man.
That's right. Exactly right.
You can't miss that, man. Isaac wasn't raised. That said Isaac had a son. That said Isaac shall be raised from the dead, man. Basically. Accounting that Yahweh was able to raise him up even from the dead, man. Isaac wasn't raised from the dead, bro. He wasn't. Even though he had the power to do it. Who did he raise from the dead, bro? Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
Yeah, let's go to Isaiah 53. We're going to show how he was the sacrifice, man.
That's the book of Isaiah, chapter 53.
1 through 8.
Starting from the top. It reads, Who has believed our report? And to whom is the arm of Yahweh revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He has no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
And that's true, man. Yahweh Shah came as an austere man.
That's right.
He didn't come trying to look handsome, you know. He came as an austere man, you know. He didn't come with comeliness, man. He didn't come as a beautiful savior, man, you know.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
It says in verse 3, He is despised and rejected of men. A man, it's a lot.
Go ahead.
A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
And that is so true, man. That's what Israel did, man. Israel did Yahweh Shah like this. Why is Isaiah prophesying this, man?
Okay.
Isaiah prophesying about you. He's talking about Yahweh Shah, man. He ain't seen Yahweh Shah yet, you know. But we got scriptures to where he told all the other apostles that they will see him, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows.
You see that? Borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, man. Go ahead.
Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions.
He was what?
But he was wounded for our transgressions.
That's the sacrifice, man.
That's right.
That's the sacrifice, man. That's the sacrifice, man. It hit Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
That sacrificial lamb that Isaac was supposed to do, the Lord didn't allow it to come until he sent his son again, man.
That's right.
Okay, made of the law to redeem those that were under the law.
That's right.
So the 2/3 can receive adoptions of sons, man. Because y'all got to be adopted back, man.
That's
Because
right.
the Lord cast y'all away. Yahweh Shah died so y'all can be adopted back.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Okay. It says, He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
Mm-hmm.
All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord Yahweh hath laid on him the iniquity of us all.
See that? Laid the iniquity of us all, man. So Yahweh Shah was the sacrificial lamb, man.
That's
He
right.
was the ultimate sacrifice, man.
That's right.
That's why he didn't need Isaac to do it then. He didn't need Yahweh Shah to do it when he was Isaac, man. He wanted him to do it when he came as his whole son entirely under the law, man.
That's right.
Made of the law.
Okay.
Okay? Because you wouldn't understand why he sinned then. Because he did sin. But Yahweh Shah didn't sin. He walked the earth perfect, right? So why in the scriptures it said he sinned, man? We'll get into that too.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
It says in verse 7, He was oppressed.
He was what?
He was oppressed.
And y'all missed this too. Yahweh Shah was oppressed, man. Yahweh Shah was oppressed under the ancient Roman Empire with the Southern Kingdom, man.
That's right.
So, man, didn't nobody love Jesus in the days of old, man. Didn't nobody love Yahweh Shah, man. But now y'all love him today.
God. God. And he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter.
He is what?
He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, And as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth.
See that, man? He was oppressed and was afflicted and still didn't open his mouth, man. That's a strong guy, man.
That's right.
That's a strong guy, man. I was a very humble man, man.
Yeah. Nigga, that's my Lord.
That's the most outrageous, humblest man I ever seen. I ever heard of. Not seen, never heard of.
Come.
You know? And he was the lamb brought to the slaughter, man. Who was that lamb? When did that lamb have? The lamb was gonna get sacrificed, but Yahweh shot away to sacrifice him for ultimately all of Israel, man.
Yeah. And to add on to what you said earlier, he was made under the law. If you understand how you're supposed to make a sacrifice unto the Lord, this has to be a lamb without spot and without blemish, man. So like the elder was saying, man, Yahweh Shai, when he came as the law, man, he knew no sin, but he had to pay for his sins, man. The Lord is not unjust as Christianity paints him out to be, where he's just gonna kill some innocent man. That's not the story that we're reading here, man. Yahweh Shai did sin, but not as Yahweh Shai. He sinned as Isaac, and later on we're gonna get into who else he also sinned as. But this is what the Lord is talking about, man. This is reincarnation right before your eyes, man.
Go ahead, verse 8.
Verse 8. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken.
That's right, man. For the transgression of Israel, man. He was stricken, man. And the Lord said he pleased him to do that, man. The Lord turned his back on Yahweh Shai, man. Why? Because he dumped all the iniquity of Israel on him, man. Okay. So he had to turn his back and chastise his own son, man. He did his own son like that, man. And he said he shall see those who pierce him, man. So you think you Edomites that pierced Yahweh Shai in the days of old, man, the Lord is going to let y'all get away with it, man?
Stupid.
The Lord had to turn his back and let y'all pierce him, man. You don't think the Lord was crying? Niggas don't think like that. Y'all think the Lord just going to come back all cool. Everybody being raptured. If everybody going to get raptured, who going to pay for sins?
God.
Don't make sense, man.
God.
You don't think that hurt Yahweh Shai, man? Watch you Edomites do that, man. Exactly. That's why he hates y'all with a passion, man.
Exactly. And like you said, if everybody raptured and nobody gonna pay for sins, why is there a judgment day in the Bible?
That's right.
Everybody gonna get saved from their sins. Why the Lord have a whole day set up for just judgment? So he gonna tell everybody y'all in the heaven, then he gonna turn around and be like, oh yeah, I do got your ticket. Matter of fact, you going to hell. What the fuck? Oh, hell no, man. It says in verse 9, and he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was there any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased Yahweh to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand.
Right.
I'll continue on through verse 11. It says, he shall...
Oh, shit. Wait, go ahead. Fuck it.
It says, he shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. All right, it's going into the same thing, man. The Lord, not only was Yahweh Shai pierced and bruised for the redemption of the Lord's people, but through Yahweh Shai is how the Lord's righteousness is going to be revealed in the earth. By, like it says, for he shall bear the sins of many by Yahweh Shai's sacrifice, man. Yahweh Shai literally being put to death is exactly how the Lord is going to be able to redeem back the 2/3 that were estranged from him, man. Exactly. From the womb. And that's why it says in verse 12 about Yahweh Shai, therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors.
See that? Man, that word intercession, I think it goes into like come back, I believe, or I don't wanna go off.
Okay.
But I believe it's to. Let me go on the blue letter.
Okay.
Blue letter.
You can put up to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Isaiah 53. This word in the blue letter. Oh, it's a lot. I gotta turn on my data real quick. This word right here in the blue letter for intercession. It means it's pagat. Oh, hold on, it don't put up. Alright, so it means to encounter, to meet, to reach, entreat, and make intercession.
Exactly. So he's gonna reach out his hand a second time to redeem Israel, man. You know? That's exactly what he's gonna do. Let's go to John. And we're gonna get into how he was a lamb, but first we're gonna get into how he was despised as well. When he tried to tell Israel that Abraham seen him, man.
Yeah.
Let's go into John 8:48.
It's the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 48. It says, Then answered the Jews and said unto him, Say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and hast a devil? Yahushua answered, Salah, I have not a devil, but I honor my Father, and ye do dishonor me. And I seek not mine own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death.
And that's spiritual as well, man. We know some of the prophets may have to die, but we're not gonna see death, man. As far as spiritually and in the wisdom, man. You know, because if you ain't got the true wisdom, you dead as well.
That's right.
You're walking dead, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it says in verse 52, Then said the Jews unto him, Now we know that thou hast a devil. Abraham,
shit, man.
No, that's true, man.
Man, y'all was trying to tell you you'll never see death. They ain't talking about, oh, you know he a devil. He talking about you won't see death. Abraham is dead. Didn't Abraham live by you and your father?
Exactly. So it says, Abraham is dead and the prophets. And thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead? And the prophets are dead? Whom makest thou thyself? And if I can stop and add on into here of how much Jace ain't shit, man. The only reason they know that the prophets are dead is because they were some of the ones killing them. So that's how you know, man. Israel is big wicked. And that's why they can't understand something as simple and as spiritual as Yahushua saying, if a man keep his sayings, he shall never see death, man. That's spiritual. You can only catch that through the spirit, man. Then it says in verse 54, Yahushua answered, If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom ye say that he is your power. Yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you. But I know him and keep his saying. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it, and was glad. Then said the Jews unto him, Thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham? Yahushua said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am.
See that? Yahushua was here before the foundation of the earth, man.
And
he was just trying to tell him, your father rejoiced to see me, to see my day, and he saw it. How you see it? Isaac.
That's right.
Isaac, man. Yahushua spoke in parables, man. Where niggas couldn't even catch on. How the hell did Abraham see him? He was Isaac, man.
That's right.
He was the ultimate lamb, man. That wasn't sacrificed yet. Yeah, bro.
And that actually sheds even more light onto why Abraham was ready to sacrifice him. Because he understood what Yahweh Shai's purpose was, man.
Exactly.
And that's beautiful.
Exactly. Let's go on to John 1:35.
This is the book of John, chapter 1 and verse 35. It says, again the next day after John stood and two of his disciples, and looking upon Yahweh Shai as he walked, he said, behold, the Lamb of Yahweh.
The what?
The Lamb of Yahweh.
He was the lamb, man. He was that lamb Abraham was going to go sacrifice, man.
That's right.
But the Lord waited, man. He had that angel come down and tell Abraham to wait. Not yet. On my time.
That's right.
Peter 1. 1 Peter.
Chapter 1.
19 20.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verses 19 and 20. But with the precious blood of Hamashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot, who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you.
And that's a cut. That's why he said before Abraham was, I am, man. That means he just said he was there before the foundation of the world, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
Man, that shows you, man. How Shai helped build the world, man.
Exactly.
Helped build the earth, man, with the angels, man. He was already here in the spiritual power, man.
That's right.
Not on flesh.
That's right.
He's already here, man.
And this is proof that you Christians don't actually read the scriptures, because if you even just read verse 20, that word foreordained, when you ordain something, you're already predetermining the ending result. So the fact that it was foreordained, bro, you're dead. Because that means it was even way before the ordaining of Yahweh Shai, which is what it says in the next part, before the foundation of the world, man. That's how it was foreordained. Because before the foundation of the world was even made, Yahweh Shai was made, man.
Exactly.
So, man, you Christians are done.
And verse 21.
Kind of 21 as well.
Yeah, you can read that.
Verse 21. Who by him do believe in Yahweh, that raised him up from the dead, and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in Yahweh.
He said raised up from the dead.
That's
right. Didn't he say Isaac was going to be rose up from the dead? Yahweh Shai was rose up from the dead, man.
That's right.
That's who they was talking about in Genesis, man. Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
He was the only one out of them rose from the dead.
Exactly.
And Yahweh Shai rose up who? Lazarus? So how can you miss that, man? How can you miss that? There was only two people rose from the dead in the scriptures, man.
And they call him the Lamb.
Exactly. And they call him the Lamb, bro. Everybody else just had spirits on them. Yahweh Shai went to go heal, man. Or sickness.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai was rose from the dead and Lazarus.
Hey, actually, and there is when Yahweh Shai was resurrected, the people in the graves.
Came with him.
But through whose power?
Yahweh Shai. Big time.
That's beautiful, man.
Let's go to Revelations 5. 5 through 12.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verses 5 on down. It says, and one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts.
Loose the seals and open the book. What do that mean, man? That means he gave his prophets understanding of the scriptures, man.
That's right.
So he gave his prophets understanding of the scriptures so we can go prophesy, man, and bring him back, man. Because why? He was crucified in our minds. In our minds, man. He was crucified, so we are building blocks of Yahweh Shah to bring him back, man.
God.
Ultimately, he's already back. He's just waiting. That's all.
That's right. God. The fact that we're speaking on him now proves that his spirit is still alive.
Exactly.
There would be no knowledge of him if he wasn't. And so I can continue on through verse 6. It says, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh sent forth into all the earth. You know? And it says, so that basically showing you that after Yahweh Shah being slain, the Lord set up judgments for the entire earth to endure, man. Like the elder brought out earlier, Yahweh, when he witnessed his son being slain, that wasn't an easy thing for him. And it wasn't taken lightly. The Lord says he's going to recompense not only everything that happens in the earth, but especially what's been done to his son, man. Right. Especially. And when it talks about the 7 horns and 7 eyes, that the number 7 just represents completion.
Exactly.
So the 7 horns is talking about that righteous kingdom that Yahweh Shai is establishing, and the 7 eyes are going into his powers. You know, if you understand who are the eyes of the Lord, man.
Horns go into power.
Exactly.
According to the concordance, man.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. God, and when it says, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh sent forth into all the earth, that's the Lord's pure righteousness, man. Through the land. Through the land, man. That's Yahweh Shai.
That's right. So he was slain, man. He was the ultimate lamb, man. That's who he was, man. Let's go to Revelation 7.
Okay.
Verse 9.
Okay. 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
It reads, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb.
See that? Who's on the throne and the Lamb? Who's the throne? That's Yahweh. Who's the Lamb? Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
Went to the throne and the Lamb, man. Yeah, I was sitting on that throne, man.
That's right.
You know, the Lamb right next to him, man. He was Isaac, man. He's the ultimate sacrificial lamb, man. And he only came for the sacrificial law. He didn't come from no other law.
That's right.
Israel was doing wickedness, going to go get her lamb and going to go sacrifice it right after they do it. So the Lord cut that short and said, you know what? I'm going to ultimately sacrifice my son.
That's right.
That's all that is, man.
That's right.
Let's go into Revelations 13 and 8.
Okay. This book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
And whose name not written in the book of life, man? Ultimately, you other nations, man. You know? 2/3 as well on this side.
On this side.
You know, on this side. Y'all not, foundation of the world. Kind. And from the foundation of the world, it was ordained for him to do this, man. The Lord knew Israel was going to go off. So it was ordained for him to bear the whole transgressions of Israel on his back, man.
That's right.
You know?
As it goes into foreordained, man, that shows through the spirit that before Yahweh Shah was slain in the flesh, man, he was slain in the spirit from the foundation of the world, man. From the foundation, Yahweh Shah, he had to offer himself up, man, in order to be worthy now. And that's the whole purpose that the Lord made him for.
That's right. Alright, we're going to go into King Solomon. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 14.
Okay. This is 2 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 14. It reads, howbeit, because by this deed...
No. 2 Samuel 7,
7.
12 through 14. No. Where is it at when he said he lay with Bathsheba?
I can't look at it right now on this one.
Hold on. It's a lot. Put the wrong precept. Let me, so like, bear with us. Okay. What scripture did Bathsheba and King David have a Solomon? First Kings. No. 2 Samuel 24.
God, it does mention it.
What scripture did Bathsheba and King David have Solomon? What scripture did King David and Bathsheba have a son?
Chronicles. Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Nathan is a son born to David and Bathsheba. The first book of the books of Chronicles has a passage that states the sons of David born to him in Hebron.
Where was this? Damn. We'll just go to Chronicles. First Chronicles 28, verse 5 through 7.
First Chronicles chapter 28, verse 5 through 7. And of all my sons, for Yahweh hath given me many sons, he hath chosen Solomon, my son, to sit upon the throne of the kingdom of Yahweh over Israel. And he said unto me, Solomon thy son, he shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be...
the Lord telling King David he chose Solomon to be his son.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. Verse 7. Moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever, if he be constant to do my commandments and my judgments as at this day.
So the Lord said he will establish his kingdom forever. King Solomon's kingdom didn't last forever, man. It didn't last forever, man. And he said, I've chosen him to be my son. So what's that telling you, man? That's a hint right there, man. Let's go to 2 Samuel. Okay. Let's go right there. Let's go to 2 Samuel 7, 12 through 14.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7, verse 12 through 14.
Now, this is what happened to, this is what the Lord was going to tell King David what would happen to Solomon if he go off.
And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will...
Sleep with thy fathers. What that mean? He's going to die, man.
That's right.
Good.
I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. And he shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men. So like the elder said, man, this is talking about just King Solomon only. The Lord just said, I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever, man. Where's King Solomon right now? And where's his kingdom, man? And as it says, I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men. So what happened? Was his kingdom established forever, or was he chastened with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men? As we read, and as we will continue to read, is that King Solomon is and was Yahushua, man. And the Lord did chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men, man, as Yahushua. King Solomon didn't have to pay as King Solomon like this. He just passed, man. But the Lord, as he said and as he prophesied in 2 Samuel, man, that King Solomon would live forever, man. His kingdom would be established forever, man. And how is that going to be fulfilled, and who is that going to be fulfilled through? Yahushua. It's inevitable. There's no way around it. You know, there's no way to escape this prophecy. Otherwise, we would see King Solomon today, man. He would be walking past us, and we would understand what kingdom he rules over.
Exactly.
But there's confusion in the earth today. Why? Because King Solomon isn't here.
Let's go into where he said he was chastening him if he go off. Let's go where he went off. 1 Kings 11, 1 through 3.
Kind. And it reads
1 through 4.
Kind. It reads, but King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, woman of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, Ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. But he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. For it came to pass, when Solomon was old, that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with Yahweh his power, and was the heart of David his father, as was the heart of David his father. Salah.
So he went off, man. Yeah, he went off, man. And this what had to happen to him. Let's go to Mark 15 and 18.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 15 and verse 18. It reads, and began to salute him, Hail, King of the Jews. And they smote him on the head with a reed, and did spit on him, and bowing their knees worshipped him. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple from him, and put his own clothes on him, and led him out to crucify him.
See that? He's getting hit with the stripes of men. Let's go to Luke 1, 31 through 33.
Luke 1, chapter 31 through 33. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Salah.
Now let's go to John 19, 1 through 3. Do that in there.
John 19, 1 through 3. Then Pilate therefore took Yahushua and scourged him. And the soldiers plaited a crown of thorns, and put it on his head. And they put on him a purple robe, and said, Hail, King of the Jews. And they smote him with their hands.
So why is Yahushua getting hit like the Lord said King Solomon would get hit, man? Why? Because Yahushua was King Solomon, man. And Yahushua had to pay for the sins of when he was on this earth with goes in his mouth dealing with other women. You gotta understand, man, Yahushua had a serious life, and he had a fun life with King Solomon. And then he came as a law, and everything was serious, and he still had to get chastised, man. Yeah, when Yahweh Shah was King Solomon, man, he had golds in his mouth, chains on, dealing with all type of women, man. Yeah, he was living a life, man, and he had great wisdom, man.
That's right.
And he had riches. He had everything he wanted. He went off when he was like that, man.
That's right.
Let's go to Hebrews 7. Let me see. You can read Matthew 27.
First?
Chapter.
Okay.
29 and 30. Matthew 27, 29 and 30.
Okay. Now, this book of Matthew, chapter 27, verses 29 and 30. It reads, "And when they had platted a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And they spit on him and took the reed and smote him on the head."
That's right, man. So he's still getting chastised like the Lord said he would do King Solomon, man.
God.
You can't get around that, man. The Lord told King David Solomon would get chastised. Solomon didn't get chastised, man. He didn't. Solomon died a peaceful death, man. He died of old age, man. He didn't get chastised. Who it hit? Y'all was shot, man.
That's right.
Go to
I'm gonna read verse 31 as well.
Go
It
ahead.
says, "And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him and put his own raiment on him and led him away to crucify him." So that shows, man, after all the mocking and the scourging and the beating, man, then they ultimately let him up to be crucified, man. That was the ultimate purpose of Yahweh Shai, man, to pay for the sins of Solomon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Hebrews 7 and 22.
Come. This book of Hebrews chapter 7 and 22. "By so much was Yahweh Shai made a surety of a better testament. And they truly were many priests, because they were not suffered to continue by reason of death. But this man, because he continueth ever, hath an unchangeable priesthood. Wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost that come unto Yahweh by him, seeing he ever liveth to make intercession for them. For such an high priest became us, who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners, and made higher than the heavens, who needed not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice, first for his own sins, and then for the people's. For this he did once when he offered up himself."
You see that? First for his own sins, man. Who you ignorantly call Jesus sin, man? Where did he sin? He's telling you he sinned, man. Where did he sin? He sinned as King Solomon, man.
That's right.
But you niggas can't catch up, man. You niggas won't understand that, man. He sinned as King Solomon, man.
That's right.
Let's go to let's see. He knew he had to lay it down, man.
That's right, man.
He knew he had to, man. Yeah, let's go to Matthew 22, 41 through 46.
Come. This is the book of Matthew chapter 22, verse 41. It says, "While the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahweh Shai asked them, saying, What think ye of Hamashiach? Whose son is he? They say unto him, The son of David."
See that? They said what?
The son of David.
They knew he was the son of David, man. They knew he was the son of David. But they didn't, they knew, Israel knew he was the son of David, but they couldn't pinpoint it. Because Yahweh Shah fucked them in these parables right here. He fucked with their head.
That's right. It says, "He saith unto them, How then doeth David in spirit call him Lord, saying, Yahweh said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool.
Yeah, I was saying, how is David gonna call me Lord? What?
Verse 45. If David then call him Lord, how is he his son?
Exactly. And with that, we're gonna end it.
Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem HaKakodash, Wa'adah Babal, Death to America.